Here we go with video 2 for chapter 13. Starting with the topic of feedback. Most direct marketing efforts are designed to generate some sort of a response, usually a direct response from customers. And this direct response promotion has grown in popularity because it makes targeting specific customers and consumers much easier. Direct response promotion is much more than just direct mail advertising. It includes things such as telephone calls, print advertisements, email, internet communications, broadcasts, and the list can go on and on. And consumers respond by making a purchase, asking for more information, usually calling like a toll-free number, like an 800 number, or sometimes going to a website or clicking on a website as well. And direct response promotion does target a customer directly using a database that can contain information about previous purchases, purchase behaviors, anything that they can do to segment their customers into smaller groups. All right, now we're going to talk about customer-initiated interactive communication. Remember, traditional one starts with the source and ends with the receiver, starts with the producer or the seller of the product itself and ends with the customer, and this one starts with the customer. Now this is important, this form of communication is important because it shows that the customer is already involved in the promotion and purchase of a product, which is very important. Now, what's critical from the marketing standpoint is to make this search process as easy as possible for the customer and to try to distinguish your products from that of the competition when they go out looking for it. So the consumer will initiate communication with a search process. Usually the most common one is via the internet. And then after selecting a topic, the consumer does decide upon how much information to get. You can get as much or as little information as you possibly want or need based upon what it is that you're looking for. Noise is a continuous factor that will continually and will always be present in distracting and affecting the message transmission from, in this case, from the receiver to the source. There are some custom communications which can be more personalized as well. The internet does allow marketers to track requests for certain kinds of information. They can then tailor new promotion efforts back to the seeker, and often with a personalized address as well, whether that address be email or mailing address. Because customers have a lot of options now, it's important for people in marketing to be among the first to grab that customer's attention. Since there's so many different variations and choices out there, you want to make sure that as a marketer that you get their attention first on your product, on your company. When customers have the power to decide where to click next, what to click on, this is where the marketing managers need to really create a different kind of communication. They need to make sure that they are aware that customers are actively looking for information, so these managers need to understand what it is that the customers want and provide that information in easy to find alternatives as well. The ethical issues in promotion. Promotion tends to be very commonly criticized because there are a number of companies and firms that really border on what they do as being ethical or unethical. And so targets of advertising do have to make a judgment about the credibility of the way that they are communicating. The example that I gave in class is this. Do you consider it misleading when an actor who plays a doctor promotes a particular medicine? what if a company tells its employees that they need to go online and post favorable reviews about the company and the product, whether it's true or not? Okay, that's a credibility issue. How far should a salesperson go in persuading customers to buy his or her product? Do they exaggerate? Is an exaggerated claim when they say that theirs is the best on the market? Somebody is the best, all right, but are they exaggerating when they say they are the best on the market? Or what if they lie to a customer and say that several competitors have already purchased their actual product as well? So you have to be really careful about exaggerating your claims. New issues are arising also with respect to customer or consumer privacy. When you visit a website, should it be allowed for them to place a cookie on your computer and track where else you go on the internet? They know your search habits, they know where you're looking, what you're doing, and then trying to tailor things around that first-hand primary data that they're gathering. All right, on this slide, I just want you to be aware of the difference between pushing and pulling. Pushing a product through a distribution channel simply means using normal promotion and the tools in promotion to help sell the marketing mix to different members within the channel, to your intermediaries. All right, and then that goes from the producer. The producer can get a push into the channel with promotion to their intermediaries, and then a lot of times it does have an emphasis on personal selling as well, and then making sure that your products get through the intermediaries to the end user. Okay. Then the pulling aspect means getting customers to ask for your products. This is customer initiated, and this is involving promotion activities that are directed at the final consumer. Now, if the final consumer is a business customer, that's fine. If the final consumer is like you and I, the actual consumer, the final consumer that is going to use the product, that's fine as well. And the pulling involves using usually mass selling tools to try to help stimulate the demand for whatever product it is that you are selling, whether it be advertising, publicity, or whatever. But you just have to know the difference there between pushing and pulling. You want to know that. In this example, just print ads. According to the book, now I don't really know a whole lot about Green Mountain Coffee, but according to the book, the ad for Green Mountain Coffee uses both pushing and pulling to support its coffees. Green Mountain's website and membership program does promote a quote-unquote deal of the week directly to consumers, and the ad on the right targets purchasing agents at grocery stores, letting them know that Green Mountain's family of brands will bring volume and profits to their stores. So one is an example of pushing through, giving incentive to the stores. Incentive could even be profits. And the other one is giving incentive to the consumers in the form of a discount to be able to purchase their product and request their product through stores. Alright, checking your knowledge. Okay, take a moment and read through this example here quickly. Now, some of the keys here is where Fido's marketing department quickly mails a set of dated coupons to several thousand consumers in a purchase database of dog owners, encouraging them, the consumer, to ask for the new Fido brand in their favorite store. All right, so since they're asking the consumer to ask for the product and giving them incentive, that would be a pulling. Right, and that's the end of video number 2.